Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Lynn Wilson and welcome to my channel. And yes, this is definitely a different place for me to video, but this is just going to be a short and sweet video. Just wanted to touch base and answer one or two questions that I've had along the way. This is not part of the Q&A, but along the way of how and why I do what I do with my budget and my bills and my grocery shopping and all of that. So right now I am sitting here with some strawberry lemonade and some Popeye chicken. And my mom is straight ahead over here at the dollar store, and right over here we're gonna head over to ShopRite. Hope the sounds aren't too loud here as people are driving back and forth. So I'm so sorry about the lighting. I know it's terrible. I've tried to reposition. I don't know if it's gonna be any better for you, but forget the lighting. We're just gonna chat. So here's the scoop. I have a notebook with me, a composition notebook that I got from the Dollar Tree. I have a pen, and that is how I do my budget. Very simple. Have a calculator, and I do my budget once a month, actually twice a month, but once a month I do my budget at the beginning of the month, and I pay all my bills on the first of the month. So this way everything's paid, everything that can be paid, like car insurance and things like that. Sometimes you have certain things that are residual that, you know, come out on the 15th or whatever, something like that. By the way, look at that sky. Is that not gorgeous? There's a nice breeze. It's just gorgeous here. No humidity. It's a good day in New Jersey. But I pay my bills once a month. I pay them on the first of every month. And then what I do is I tweak the budget, usually the third week, the week before the last of the paychecks coming in and all that good stuff. And then I kind of project how well I did this month, and then I can project how I'm going to need to move forward into the following month. Do I need to sort of pay myself back? Do I have a little extra wiggle room to work with? And so on and so forth. So that last week, if I have extra money, that's when I treat myself to the Dollar Tree, or we might go and get something, you know, extra to eat, or all that good stuff. But I've been able to do that. It took me a long time to get to the point where I could pay my bills on the first of the month. But I will tell you, by doing that, everything's paid up front, and then I basically know how much money I have for the most part for the rest of the month, unless a major, let me scoot down, maybe the lighting's better that way. Unless something major comes up, you know, you need brakes on the car or something like that. Then along with that, I shop once a month. I find that the once a month thing really, really suits my needs. Shop once a month. I get all the big stuff out of the way. And then from there, I just do a couple of fillers here and there. And that's it. That's all I have to do. And I've been doing this for 3 years now. And in 3 years, my bills are paid on time every month. I have been steadily getting out of debt. And now I've gotten to the point with my pantry and my stockpile is full that I can live off of it. And I can take that extra money. I know some of you said, oh, I should, you know, while I'm cutting my budget in half for groceries, I should apply that money for more stockpile items and pantry items. But I don't need to do that. My pantry's good, my freezer's good, but you know what? It's a choice I've made that any extra money we have, I'm putting it to get my debt down. I don't care if it's $10 here, $15 there, maybe it's a $50 amount at one time. I would rather in the next year live super simple and live off of my pantry. I have a full pantry, I have a full freezer, I'm good. I'd rather do that. And then what I can do is after a year from now, I can look back and realize how much of that money I have put toward debt, and I've been able to get out of debt that much quicker. So I'm going to bring you right back in about 2 seconds for you, but I've got to move the car. So I had to move the car. My mom got done at Dollar Tree, so we just hopped over to ShopRite. It's really neat that she said to me, is there anything I can get for you? And I said, nope, we're doing good. Because I've learned how to stockpile. I know that's a word that drives all of us crazy. And I know so many people are sick of hearing it. But I'm telling you, however big or small your pantry is, it really, really can make a difference. By doing it for the past 3 years, I have now created a full pantry. I have been working on paying my bills the first of every month, which is great because I now know how much money I have to work with every month. I pay my bills and then I can pretty much project what the rest of the month is going to look like. You can hear the sounds of the summer at the Jersey Shore with the cars revving the engines in a parking lot at ShopRite, which is funny. But, you know, I guess people are having fun. And I keep it simple. I got my notebook, I got my pen, and that's all I need. So I do my budget twice a month. I do it at the beginning of the month, and I project what I think we're gonna look at with a basic budget. I have a basic budget that I follow every month. And yes, I've gotten to the point where I write every single thing down that I buy. Part of that is I wanna see my spending habits, and I also wanna track it better. I am super frugal right now in terms of what we're spending and what we're spending it on. We are getting out of debt, and I'm working toward that. Paying your bills the first of the month, if you want to get out of debt, I would say is a great place to start. Now, you'd have to work on that. You'd have to work toward that unless you have X amount of dollars in your savings account or your bank account, that, which we did not have, that would equal your monthly budget, that you can sort of pay out first and then pay yourself back. It has taken me a while, but we've been able to do that. We've built the full pantry, and that's another good thing. And we shop once a month for the big stuff, and then we just do the fillers. It sounds so simple, and it is simple, but it works. I don't know what's going to work for you. And taking that extra money that we have left over each month right now, I don't want our bills and finances and debt to own us anymore. We're done. We want to own our money. We want to use our money the way we want to use our money. And by getting out of debt, we can do that. And I will probably always continue paying everything on the first of the month. Let's face it, you're always going to have a bill. You're going to have your cell phone bill. You might have a cable bill. There's something you're going to have. But if I can pay them on the first of the month, shop once a month, and do a little bit of a filler, that will be great. In a while, after I've lived through the next couple of months and I've used things in my pantry and stockpile up, then I'll just make a choice to start filling it back up. But I'm working hard, guys. I'm working hard, and I'm also trying not to waste time. You know, I'm working on my bills while I'm sitting here in the car. I'm also having my husband make a grocery list for us. We use the Cozy calendar, and we put everything on there. So we put the grocery list on there. My mom's inside. I'm going to sit down right now when I'm done with chatting with you guys and have my lemonade and my chicken. And that's kind of a deal we have. I take my mom shopping, and then she treats me to dinner as kind of a thank you. I've insisted no. She's insisted yes. I understand they probably do the same thing. She wants to bless me in a little way. That's great. But I'm trying not to waste time. So while I'm sitting here, wasting time is something I don't like to do, but making good use of my time. That might mean sitting watching a YouTube video just to relax to. That might mean writing a thank you note to someone. That might mean sending an encouraging text to someone. It might mean doing my budget, and I haven't had time to really work on it, so I said, you know what? It's something I need to do. I haven't had time to answer comments. I need to do that. I need time to prep for the video up and coming on Friday, June 10th, to say, hey, here's some answers to your questions. So we have officially hit 6,000 plus. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining my channel. Thanks for being part of the family. If you're not subscribed, I encourage you, come on along. You know, it's a lighthearted, encouraging channel. I'm a mama of 3, 1 adopted, 1 biological, and 1 semi-adopted through marriage. That is my daughter-in-law, Heather, and we call her our daughter, but she's legally a daughter-in-law. But in my book, she's a daughter. And my husband has epilepsy. My youngest son has special needs, and we live frugally. We don't have tons and tons of money, and that's okay. We live simple. We love living simple. We enjoy living simple. I think even if I had money, we would still live simple. We just hit our 35th wedding anniversary, and we sat down and talked about the things we want to do in the next 35 years together. I'm still madly in love with my husband even after 35 years, and 35 years of living with somebody on a disability can be a challenge, Then raising a child with a disability can be another challenge. Not having a lot of money and living paycheck to paycheck most times can be a challenge. But through all that, by the grace of God, we have made it. We are still in love, and we are still enjoying living life together. Our dream would be in a couple of years to build a small little homestead somewhere, to get chickens back. We used to have chickens, and have a garden and live simple, do YouTube, and have a place where we can just continue to invite people over for a meal and some good wholesome food, and just have fellowship with people and invest in people's lives and to make a difference in somebody's life. I hope this video was helpful. If you have questions regarding how and why I do my budget, or how and why I do my grocery shopping the way I do, please don't hesitate to ask. I will answer them to the best of my ability. And don't forget, for the June 10th Q&A, this will be the last video that you can put comments on, or you can go to the community page, leave a comment there of a curiosity question, maybe a question for me, a question for Graham, a question about us as a couple. Some of the questions have been quite interesting. We got a good smile out of some of them. So it's going to be fun answering those together. So I want to thank you all for coming on my journey today. Enjoy those blue skies that you see. It's just, you can see my hair is blowing. There's such a gorgeous breeze. It's great. Loving every minute of it. And don't forget, I will catch you all on the next video.